There it goes.
Learn to make sure I put it on Do Not Disturb now, and make sure I do it before anybody calls me.
Mm-hmm. Welcome, everybody, to the Chopping Block. I am your host, the Cleaver, Colin, Andrew, and today I have with me the holiday, Chris Mace. Chris, how are we doing today?
I'm doing good. Glad to be back. It's been a while since we've done an episode together.
It has. Yeah, I believe the last episode we did together was Prime Cuts predictions for Money in the Bank, I believe. So yeah,
Yep.
it's been a while. I haven't really been too active on this channel lately. So, but yeah, today on the Chopping Block, I want to discuss a little bit of Extreme Rules and a little bit of Monday Night Raw from last night. So, Extreme Rules was actually a pretty decent show in my opinion, and then we had something awesome happen on Monday Night Raw last night. So I just want to get into that right away. And that is the in-ring re-debut of Bray Wyatt. Yowie wowie. We had Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe in a pretty quick match, which in my opinion. And Joe started beating the crap out of Balor as soon as he got the 1, 2, 3, and Joe went over on the match, but he got the 1, 2, 3, and immediately started beating the crap out of him. Finn Balor comes back, and then we hear this weird music that keeps cutting out. Then the lights start flashing. More weird music. More lights flashing dim. Then they go out. We all know as soon as that music hit who it was going to be. And it wasn't even like music. It was just sounds. Like think of like watching the movie Saw or Halloween or, Freddy Krueger movies or something like that. Like just that weird kind of music in the background. Well, lights go off and we hear a bunch of commotion slamming around in the ring. And everyone's like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? You got Michael Cole and Corey Graves yelling at each other. And lights flash back on. Michael Cole goes, who is that? And Corey Graves is like, we know who that is. That's Bray Wyatt. And the lights kind of flicker back onto his face for a second. It looks like it's kind of like flashlights, and it flips on his face, and he's holding Finn Balor in a Sister Abigail pose. And then the lights fully come back on, and that crowd erupted. Wow. Hits Sister Abigail. He does his pose, and that's really about it. But my God, we have been waiting for this for a long, long, long time. So, Chris, what were your thoughts on this whole segment?
They've been teasing it with the Firehouse show. They've been teasing it, and they stopped doing it for a couple weeks. So it's like, okay, he's coming. He's got to be coming. This is hopefully going to be the matchup that I wanted to see years ago, and I'm glad he did get sick at the time with his gimmick years ago the way he was, because that would probably been bad. Demon versus Sister Abigail, him dressing drag, that would have been horrible. But I want to see this. I want to see this at SummerSlam with his new persona versus the Demon, Finn Balor. Because I'm sorry to say, everybody keeps saying he's never lost as a Demon. He lost in NXT in the end against Samoa Joe as a Demon. Sorry, that's fact. But on the main roster, that's just a fact. He did lose for as a Demon. I think this would be a good build. This would be a good and great opportunity for Bray Wyatt with that new gimmick to defeat the Demon Ben Balor at SummerSlam. That's what I'm hoping they're going to do, because I'm excited about that matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I would really love to see the Demon versus this new, the Fiend? They're calling him now. Like, I would really love to see that, because I remember when they had that match advertised years ago for Sister Abigail versus the Demon, and it's like nobody wants to see this. Just like nobody wants to see Shane McMahon have all this TV time, but we'll get into that a little bit later, maybe. I'm really hoping to see this. The one thing that I'm curious, though, with the arena in Toronto for SummerSlam, I haven't really looked into it. I don't know if it's going to be an indoor or an outdoor event. With these type of characters and having the shows in the summertime, or, when they do the outdoor shows on the West Coast, and it's like, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, even 8 o'clock, not even, and it's still so light, and these dark characters that we're so used to from the indoor arena scene on TV in week in and week out, their entrances suffer from that. So I'm curious to see how Bray's going to have his new entrance, like actual entrance, not just showing up and, running it into the ring type deal. So I'm really interested to see how that plays out. But I hope if they do it at SummerSlam and it is a outdoor arena, that they will at least hold off this match until it is somewhat dark, because their entrances hold so much to their characters. I'm hoping to see Bray Wyatt get the win, because it's just kind of like Aleister Black's deal. They've been building him up.
Mm-hmm.
If he would have lost to Cesaro at Extreme Rules, it'd have been honestly to me a waste of how many weeks of build has been for, or in Bray's case, months.
Yeah, it's been about a good at least month and a half with Aleister Black just sitting in that room saying, "Somebody come knock on my door, my door."
Right. So, Three's Company too. So, it's going to be awesome to see, and we pretty much have like a month to build for it almost. So, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get something tonight on SmackDown. We'll see. But yeah, I'm real excited to see how this whole transition goes into. And please, for the love of God, can we protect Bray Wyatt's character how Sting was protected back in like 98, 99 era of WCW? How he just kind of came in, did his thing, and left. I don't fuck this up, Vince or Paul or Eric or whoever's working on this thing. Don't screw it up for all of us.
Yeah, don't fuck this. This is something that could be gold easily and can make a lot of money. Don't fuck this shit up.
Nope. They've had us all in the pretty much palm of their hands with this Bray Wyatt thing since the start. Mm-hmm. So, again, we'll see where it goes. But speaking of Finn Balor, on the Extreme Rules kickoff show against Shinsuke Nakamura, he lost his Intercontinental title. I saw a tweet someone put out saying, Nakamura was the first person to win the Intercontinental and IWGP, and then Chris Jericho replied on it with the what?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's cool for Nakamura, but what are they going to do with him? Because when's the last time you really seen him credible on TV for anything besides teaming with Rusev?
Yeah. Maybe they can go back to some feuds. I was just watching stuff just watching some old NXT stuff from a couple years ago and watching the feud with Samoa Joe and Nakamura. Maybe since they got the wild card rule still, they can apply Samoa Joe, maybe put him in an Intercontinental title match, and they can have that great match they had the first time they fought each other for an NXT title. That may be something they can do. They give something for Samoa Joe to do, because he's not going to be in the title picture, the main title picture in any way for SummerSlam. They give him something to do. They give Nakamura something to do, and they can put on a clinic if they give him the time to. That would be my suggestion for it.
I mean, that's a really good suggestion. Samoa Joe hasn't yet to hold the Intercontinental title. He's held the U.S. and NXT titles. That's it. Yeah, I don't know who I see going into the main event picture at SummerSlam in August against Kofi, but it's definitely not going to be Joe. So yeah, that gives something for Joe to do. But yet again, I don't know. It's WWE. We'll see what happens with it. Drew Gulak versus Tony Nese for the Cruiserweight title. It was a damn good match. It was a little over 7 minutes, but I thought it was a damn good match. And I hate the fact that they skirted us at the last second and put that sumbitch on the pre-show. So
that pissed me off.
Yeah, not the happiest camper with that. So, but hey, they put on a great match, and that's all we can ask for, in the end. So, obviously Drew Gulak retained, which we all saw coming. He just got the title. One thing I've noticed with the Cruiserweight Championship is they don't really hot potato it as much as other titles. Like, we don't get someone winning the title and then the next night they drop it. Like, with the Cruiserweight title, we don't get that. So that's one thing that, Because we had Buddy Murphy hold it from October to Mania, and then Tony Nese held it Mania to now. Seth Rollins held it Mania to now. So, spoiler alert. But yeah, hopefully the next pay-per-view will be on the main card. That's all we can hope and pray for. But as long as I get to watch it, I'm happy. It sucks where it's at, but hey, I'd rather have it there than not on the card at all.
Yeah, and I did like the exclusive clip where they show Gulak changing his the plates finally, and when they asked him, "Why are you changing it? Why didn't you wait?" And I just like how they did that because he wanted to beat Nese. He wanted to beat him. Said he beat Cesaro. He wanted to beat Nese. Like I said, 205 Live matters to me. So, like I said, I just hope they give him that 30-minute Ironman match. I hope they have plenty of time to build it. I hope they set up somehow where Nese gets one more crack at him. Set up that 30-minute Ironman match because I think they can pull it off easily.
Yeah, that'd be great. I would love to see that. I really would. I really, really would. So, moving on real quick, actually, since we are on the fact of cruiserweight wrestling, shout out to Noah Foster, Mr. 205 Live himself. Chris is the co-host here. Go check it out. Hashtag 205 Live Matters. Support the simple man. He's an awesome kid. He just got his first T-shirt through NoDQ.com yesterday.
Yes, he did.
I picked it up, so it's shout out to you, Noah. Support to you. What's the new link for the NoDQ? Is it Teespring or is it Spring Tees? Yeah, Teespring.com/NoDQ. So.
Yeah.
Go check it out. There's 4 shirts up right now. Aaron's in the process of transferring all of his stuff from Pro Wrestling Tees over to this new site. So right now is Noah's shirt that is up there, the new Troll Slayer Virtue shirt, the No DQ Super Chat Champion T-shirt, and I don't remember the 4th one.
The classic No DQ shirt.
Oh, it's Team No DQ, and it's just
Team No DQ. That's right.
Team No DQ, and it has a bunch of stuff on it. I can't remember exactly what it all says, but yeah, all the other stuff's going to get moved over. So go over to that website, pick up a T-shirt. We're moving on. I don't remember the order of the card for the pay-per-view, so I'm just going to talk about it a little bit. We finally got to see Aleister Black show up and wrestle Cesaro after sitting in a room yelling for someone to knock or open the door or whatever. And, it was a great match. They put on a damn clinic. In my opinion. I've always been super high on Cesaro since day one. I always have been. He's always been very underrated. Yes, he put Aleister over, but he looked damn good doing it. Like I said, these two guys put on a clinic. And the Black Mass at the end of the match really came out of nowhere. So, I don't know if I've read a report somewhere that they might be focusing on, hyping Aleister's Black Mass, kind of like the RKO. It can happen at any time, come from any place, etc. But no, and the strength that Cesaro shows in this match, when Aleister's jumping off the top rope to hit a double knee stomp and he just catches him and then just throws him up and hits him with an uppercut. I think that's what the combo was. Like, he is so goddamn talented and he deserves better in WWE, but I would like to see this match happen again. I don't know about you, but I would like to see this match again.
I would like to see a rematch with him at SummerSlam. They put on a clinic. Cesaro is so underrated. He always has been. He should have been a world champion many times over again, as talented as he is. I still remember him from the Kings of Wrestling when he was ROH Tag Team Champions with Chris Hero, aka Cashizono. But like I said, he is talented beyond belief. He deserves to be a world champion. He should have already been one.
I agree, but his buddy Jack Swagger was.
And
look where that got him now. So
now he's an MMA fighter.
Yep. Which I think Cesaro would be beast at as well. But hey, yeah, they put on a great match. So Aleister Black looked good. He picked up the win in his debut. Good for him. Again, it would be a waste of time if he didn't for all this building. So we have new WWE SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions for the sixth time. The New Day. Biggie and Xavier Woods picking up the win this Sunday in a triple threat against Daniel Bryan and Rowan, who were the current champions, and Heavy Machinery, which I thought was a good match. Xavier Woods got the pinfall in this match after, what was it? Was it the up, down, down, or was it the Midnight Rider?
Up, down, down.
And they pinned Daniel Bryan, which was shocking that Bryan was going to take the pin, because didn't he take the pin also on the triple threat?
Yes.
On SmackDown prior to Extreme Rules?
Actually, I thought Xavier Woods took the pin. I may be wrong. That's a good one. I don't even remember. I thought it was Xavier Woods.
I didn't really watch too much of SmackDown last week. I had a bunch of other stuff going on. It's on the DVR. I just haven't got to it. So good for New Day, which was awesome. I was really expecting for Kofi to run down after that and then to have a little celebration. But that happened after Kofi Kingston beat Samoa Joe. And Big E and Woods ran down with their tag team titles, and they all celebrated in the ring at the same time. Kofi and Joe, I thought, was a pretty decent match. I know there's been reports around that Kofi's injured and yada yada. I'm not really sure exactly what his injury is. But, I mean, when you go like Kofi Kingston, I can see why you're injured, though. The dude's a damn machine. But I want Samoa Joe to be champion at some point, but it just
I do too.
It just needs to happen in the right way, I feel, though. It just needs to have the right feud. He needs to have, he needs to, I don't know exactly who against, but
I mean, one thing TNA did right though with Samoa Joe is they had him feud with Angle, and Angle won the world title and had Joe come up and keep fighting, and then they did that Lethal Lockdown match that's probably the highest rated, that's the highest most bought show in TNA history, where Samoa Joe finally won the TNA world title, beating Kurt Angle. And he has to have that right. I think part of it. He's got to have that right opponent, that right guy that he could have a damn good match with and beat. And at that point, I don't know. Do you turn him babyface at some point? He's so damn good as a heel, but do you turn him babyface just to put the world title on him? I don't know.
That's a tough question. It really is. I don't know. I mean, we've already seen the AJ and Joe feud. I believe we've seen the Roman and Joe feud as well.
Yeah.
I don't know, dog. I don't know what to do with that situation. But
we haven't seen him and Strowman really feud yet or touch yet. So
I thought we did a little bit.
Oh yeah, we did at the SummerSlam the year they had the Fatal 4-Way match for the Universal title.
And
Roman took the pin against Lesnar.
And then when Joe was U.S. champion, he was.
Yeah, they briefly touched, but they didn't have a match.
He showed up on Raw and something like that with the title, and then Braun came out like, "Oh, you want competition? I'm here to fuck you up."
Yeah,
like and they had a little clash for a second, but yeah, that's really about it.
I don't think they've ever had that one-on-one match.
I don't believe so. We need Jeff Meacham in for this one.
But I think that could be a match that helps build Joe up. Actually, if he's able to put that Coquina clutch on Strowman after what Strowman did to Lashley, though, that would actually be a big win for Joe if he could make Strowman either tap out or make him pass out. Because that was the best last man standing match I've seen in a while. When I was so shocked how well they did with Strowman and Lashley, I was very pleasantly surprised, and I was into that match from bell to bell. I was into that match.
Yeah, it was a really good match. I think that's probably the match my son enjoyed most, honestly. Damn good match. I'm hoping this feud's done because I'm tired of seeing Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. Because how long have we seen it for, really? Like, Remember
for
when
a
Strowman
while.
got hurt? Remember when Strowman got hurt because that chair shot or whatever with the steel steps and his
Mm-hmm.
elbow, and when Corbin's holding him with the belt and everything like that? Like, how long ago was that? You
December.
know? So we're still seeing Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman in fucking July.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully this was the end of that. So I don't know. It was a good match. I don't really have a lot of notes for it because I really didn't want to see it because I'm so tired of this feud. Um, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Bayley. I mean, Bayley picked up the victory. I don't know what they're doing with this whole Nikki Cross thing. You have her playing this cute little best friend, but then you have her crazy persona still and her music, and nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense with this. So what are we gonna get here out of this? Like, we're just gonna get a match between Nikki and Alexa eventually. Like, as long if there's not a title involved, it doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything.
That was about what I was about to say. I thought certainly they would have been able to two of them would have been able to beat Bayley, and then they could have had that friction. Or Nikki Cross could have they could have done a swerve where Nikki knew the whole time. Yeah, I know you've been playing me, but now I'm gonna take that title from you. And then they could have done a feud that's going into SummerSlam for the title and have Nikki Cross had her big moment because she never won the NXT Women's title. She had damn good matches for it though, but never was able to win the title. So I thought that would have been a good way for her to get a title. And then on Raw, they had that number one contendership match that people shit all over that match. I've never seen a crowd so pissed about this match. That was a long, boring match to me. I was like, oh, Lord. And Alexa didn't win there either. So it's like, okay, well, I mean, at least we're going to get Natalya and Becky. That one, I'm actually very interested to see how that plays out. Because last time Natalya had a title match at SummerSlam, she beat Naomi, didn't pick her at that time, didn't said, no, she ain't going to win. But she beat Naomi for the SmackDown title. Can she do it again at SummerSlam and beat Natalya for the, or not, oh my God, can Natalya beat Becky for the Raw Women's title?
We'll find out in 4 weeks. So, let's see, what matches am I missing here? We had a quick squash match between Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler. It was
17
over in like
seconds.
15 seconds or some shit. Yeah, it was, KO hit a stunner, 1, 2, 3, done.
The Revival retained the tag titles.
Yep, Revival went over on the Usos in a decent tag team match. Again, I'm real tired of seeing this same teams going at it. I feel that they're really, I mean, with the amount of teams, there should be more. Like, why are the War Raiders, I'm not calling them the real name, why are the War Raiders going against jobbers on Raw every week and we're still getting the Usos versus the Revival? For how many pay-per-views in a row now?
Let's see the War Raiders go after the titles at SummerSlam, but I would have rather them fought the Usos, though, since War Raiders seem to me more being a heel team right now. I'd rather them fought the Usos, but I like to see them against the Revival, too. I think they could put on a damn good match as long as the War Raiders win the tag titles at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think it would be a good match. I really do. But speaking of tag team matches, The Undertaker and Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon. This match opened the show.
Yes.
Like the main card show, which I was very surprised at. But Undertaker's old. Let's not keep the dead man up too late, I guess. I don't know. But it had great heat. It had great heat, or, great everything about it coming into it. So I see why they wanted that high energy to kick off because, but it's weird seeing Roman Reigns open a pay-per-view. That was extremely weird to see. Roman Reigns opening a pay-per-view. The Dead Man and the Big Dog looked great together in this match. They really did. There were several awesome spots. You can actually see one spot when Taker's teeing off on Drew McIntyre and Roman is just like marking out in the corner, like just, rolling with it. Like, oh man, is this really happening right now? This is awesome type situation. There was one moment near the end of the match that I loved more than anything. Taker was looking at the hard camera, just how I'm looking at you right now. He's doing the rolling the eyes and the tongue out and going like this, and out of nowhere in the background, Drew McIntyre just pops up, and it looks like he's about to lay the dead man out, and boom, out of left fucking field, here comes Roman with a spear, and damn, they looked great. They really did. So Elias comes down in this match because it was a no disqualification match. Elias comes down, he hits the Undertaker with a guitar. They throw him on the announce table, and Shane does his elbow drop from the top rope through the table onto him. They throw him back inside, and he hits a coast to coast onto a trash can on the Undertaker while Elias is holding Taker in place. First of all, Undertaker is a 54-year-old man, and Shane McMahon is damn near 50. He's closer to 50 than he is 49. Put it as that. And for those two old sons of bitches, I mean, they're only 20 years older than me, but still 20. Like, I know how I feel at 31. So, you know, for them to be doing all that, hats off to you. This Undertaker match was tenfolds better than anything close to the best moment of the Goldberg Taker match from Saudi Arabia. This was a great match for him. I really enjoyed it. And at the end of the match, when they got the victory and Roman and him are standing there and he smacks Roman on the chest and gives him the nod. And then what does Roman do? What does Roman do? He acknowledges the Taker and he gives him the ring. He acknowledges him like, but this is your moment. You take it. Like, it was a passing of the torch again, because they had that moment after WrestleMania 33, was it? 32. I don't remember.
It was 33. It was 33 because 32 was Hell in a Cell with Shane McMahon.
Yes, that's right. So that was a wonderful moment to an ending to an awesome match, in my opinion.
But now I'm curious, they set up McIntyre versus Undertaker at SummerSlam now.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. And do you know what's funny, though? I know Undertaker's older and people shrink as they're older and stuff, but I know how they used to, like, you know, chime the Undertaker in at 7 foot tall. When he was face-to-face with Drew McIntyre, they were the same height.
Yes.
They're the same height. So I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, like either Drew's a lot taller than they say he is, or Undertaker's a lot shorter than they say he is. But yeah, that'd be a good match. I mean, I think Drew could carry the Undertaker. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to say carry, but I think he could be. You know, he's a ring veteran. He knows what he's doing. He's strong enough to be able to pull certain holds off. He's, you know, because we saw Undertaker try to swoop up Shane for a tombstone, and he had to, like, set him back down and then try it again. Like, that was really the only, like, big botch I noticed from the Undertaker on Sunday. But no, I would not mind seeing Taker versus Drew at SummerSlam. But yet again, I love the Undertaker, and I know some people out there might get mad about this, but I don't want to see him taking spots from other talent, too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree.
Like, you know, this is a new generation. Yes, we want the Undertaker there for star power. We want, you know, I don't have no problem really watching him anymore. It's not the issue. It's, you know, when you have guys on the roster, because you know Shane McMahon's going to be in the picture somehow at SummerSlam. You know what's going to happen. So when you have these people that, like Kevin Owens brought up, you're taking TV time away from all these people that are there every day, not just, you know, or not the owner's kid, or, you know what I mean? It's one of those situations. I wouldn't mind seeing it, but I would rather see something else. That's all I'm going to say.
And a point about that, if we get Undertaker and Drew, it'll serve a purpose as long as they put McIntyre over. I think that would serve a great purpose. That'd give him a big win because he's been on a downward spiral with losing the reigns over. How many big losses can you take for nobody starts caring? That's the whole with Lesnar and Strowman theory. He lost and lost and lost. So when Strowman, if he ever fights Lesnar again, he ever fights him for a title and he actually wins, who cares? He's lost so many times. I wouldn't care anymore if Strowman won. You lose that luster, and you're starting to lose that luster with McIntyre because he came back as a beast. When he came back, he got that stench of three-man band away from him. He came back as a beast. And he's just losing that luster now with all this. Let's be team with Shane Man. No, okay, do this. Like, come on, let's do something. Let's get him a big, huge win with The Undertaker and build him back up because he could be so much more than what he is right now.
Oh, I agree. I think we've covered every match except for the
main event.
Winner take all, Extreme Rules, mixed tag, Becky Lynch, the Raw Women's Champion, and the Universal Champion, Seth freaking Rollins, against the Southern Belle, Lacey Evans, and the Lone Wolf, Baron Corbin. So, one thing I wanted to point out about this match that Aaron Rift already brought up, and I agreed with him on a $10 super chat. Should have been tornado tag rules. Right off the rip. Should have been tornado tag rules. That was really my only biff with the match. I loved the fact when Baron Corbin, what was it? Hit End of Days on Becky Lynch. Oh, dude, that was so badass. I wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting that at all. We had some really awesome spots in this match. There was an outside table spot where Lacey and Baron were both on tables, and Seth and Becky were both on the corner. Becky jumped off first with like a butt bomb, and then Seth jumped off right after on to Baron with a frog splash. And I thought it'd been cool if they released like, you know, like if they did the jump a little bit different and kind of did it at the same time, like. Because Becky only had to come here, Seth had to go out. So if he jumped and then like a half a second later, it would have been like same time scenario, which would have been really cool. But hey, it was a cool spot anyways. One thing though that I was really surprised in this match that didn't happen, because I was expecting them somehow to screw Becky Lynch out of her title, was I was expecting Brock Lesnar music to hit during the match. Spoiler alert, folks. We have a new Universal Champion, and his name is Brock fucking Lesnar. He cashed in immediately after the bell rang. Like, I want to say not even 10 seconds after the bell rang, you heard his music, and boom, he came down. Paul had the briefcase. He got in the ring. He beat up Seth a little bit. Paul handed the briefcase to the ref. Boom, 1, 2, 3. We have a new Universal Champion. Seth Rollins hit 3 stomps on Baron Corbin to win the match for their team, for his team, after he hit the End of Days onto Becky Lynch. He kind of had this crazed, boyfriend look in his eyes and just beat the piss out of him with a kendo stick and then hit him 3 times with a stomp. And I thought it was a really great ending. I don't remember who brought it up, but someone brought it up. I think it was on Team No DQ about Brock Lesnar hitting F5 on Becky Lynch and then taking out Seth. But hey, I'm kind of glad that didn't happen, but it is what it is. I thought it was a good match. I was really shocked to see the End of Days, though, on the Becky, because a male putting his hands on a female, I thought we weren't doing that anymore in WWE, but hey, it is what it is. So, Chris, what were your thoughts on this match?
I was actually 1,000% surprised at how well this went, to be honest with you. I was not expecting this to be any good at all, but they actually had a damn good match, and I do like the fact that they made it really interesting. When he hit the End of the Days on Becky Lynch and hit that look on Seth Rollins' face, and he looks at him and said, "What are you going to do now, you piece of shit?" That was like, that was like that line. That was a good ass heel move for Corbin to do. And I can't stand Corbin. I'll tell everybody I can't stand Corbin. But as a heel, he will get under your skin with the shit he does. And that line right there just sealed his fate because Rollins beat the fuck out of him like any man would do if another man laid his hand on a woman. He beat the dog shit out of him.
Yes,
But
he
then
did.
immediately when Lesnar came out there, everybody gives grief. Lesnar the champion. Lesnar the champion. Okay, yes, Lesnar the champion. All right. Well, you know what? Let's go storyline basis. Okay, Rollins beat him for the Universal title at WrestleMania, but it did take some low blows, hitting the curb stomp 3 times, and to get it done. So you know what? Lesnar got his payback. He got his title back. He got his retribution for WrestleMania. Now let's see here. Now they're each 1-1. Because we can't count that Battleground show because they had a no decision when they fought the first time at Battleground, so we can't really count that.
Yep.
So let's put them up. They're even at 1-1. Let's make it interesting. The only time I ever see Hell in a Cell besides the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view is at WrestleMania. It's happened a couple times with the end of the year match and that Shane and Undertaker at WrestleMania 32. Let's put them both in Hell in a Cell. Let's end this damn feud once and for all. Let's put them in Hell in a Cell. That would be the great way to end the feud. They both hate each other. They can't stand the ground they walk on. Put them in Hell in a Cell. Let's do it. This would be a great rivalry for this at this point to do it with.
See, I don't know if I see WWE doing that because, as we saw last night on Raw, there was a 10-man inter-brand all-star battle royal, and to get the number 1 contender for Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, and Seth Rollins won that battle royal.
Yeah.
So, I don't know where. I don't see Hell in a Cell happening at SummerSlam because they have this stupid gimmick pay-per-view, which takes all credibility away from the damn match. So I don't know what they're going to do. I'm excited to see what Paul Heyman comes up with for this.
Mm-hmm. I think they got to do something to make it more interesting. We've seen them have a straight-up match at WrestleMania, and they had a lot of leeway in that match with Rollins won. Like I said, now Rollins wants retribution. Lesnar has this heated feud with Rollins like I said, to me, it's got to be some kind of good stipulation match to end this one way or another. Whether it's short term and Brock Lesnar only won the title just so he go ahead and cash in Money in the Bank so they could build up for SummerSlam and Rollins become the champion again, or they're going back long term and having Lesnar hold the title. I don't know what they're going to do at this point, but this is good. That'd be a hard match either way to predict because they could go either way. Rollins win it back or Lesnar hold that title for a while. Fortunately, the Universal title will always be forever for the first few years. With Brock Lesnar, he's the main one that's held it. That's his title. We should just call it the Brock Lesnar title at this point because he's held it more than anybody else. Had Balor hold it a day, Owens held it, Goldberg, Lesnar, and Reigns had to relinquish it for his cancer battle, which I'm glad it's good to go. He's good to go. And then Rollins, and other than that, Lesnar has the most reigns with 3. So. Going to see.
Time will tell. So, with that being said, we are at the end of our show today. Chris, you got any plugs for us today, my man?
Well, like I said, in less than 2 weeks, if you watch 205 Live, you know why I'm in Facebook jail now. So I got 1 more week of that, and I'll have my Facebook back. But in the meantime, support Aftermatch Wrestling. Stephen and Jerry do great work with what's NXT and NXT Party. I know you've seen me and Colin on there on Tea Party. Support 205 Live matters because it does matter to us. Cruiserweight Wrestling does matter to me and a simple man. And I also know Colin's been on that show as well. We support Cruiserweight Wrestling. Support Cindy G. Support Owen and, oh my God, I'm going to go brain dead. James. Sorry, James. I went brain dead on your name for a second. I was going to call you something else, but that's all right. I still love you, man. But like I said, they do great work with their show. Good brother Chris with AEW Nation. He's got, I think, almost 9,000 subscribers now on AEW Nation. That's impressive. Newest member of the NX team. And then, like I said, I'm going to let you do the Facebook group because you do a better job with it with your little sign. So I'll let you do that one.
I actually don't have it right yet.
Oh, no, we don't have the sign.
It fell behind the TV stand. I can't get it out. But no. So, yeah, like he was saying, support NoDQ.com and shout out to Jeff Meacham on today is his 12-year anniversary of Talk Wrestling. So shout out to you, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I got into NoDQ.com is Jeff Meacham. I started watching Talk Wrestling. I saw the first episode, but I started
I did
watching.
too.
I started watching week 2. So I got a thing through the NoDQ MySpace, and just it was on from there. So shout out to you, Jeff. I really got into NoDQ more because of you. So thank you for that. I know I'm like not part of the family, but I'm like a distant cousin here in the NX team, you know. But thank you for that, and congratulations to you, and keep up all the hard work, and best to you and your family, from all of us here at Team NoDQ NX team. So, yes, like Chris said, 205 Live matters. So support Noah Foster, Stephen Osborne, and Jerry Slaughter over at Aftermatch Wrestling. That's all one word, AFTERMATCH space wrestling. Go find them there. I think they're up to 90 or 91 subscribers. And when they
91.
get 100, 91 subscribers, 9 away. So when they hit 100, they're going to start going live with their show, What's NXT, over on NoDQ's channel. You can check that out. It'll be Thursday mornings around 7 a.m. And then Fridays, the NXT party goes up, where they and sometimes Chris and myself and the other members of the NX team discuss the week of the NXT UK show. So go on over there and check out them. Again, check out the new NoDQ store at springtea.com /NoDQ. I really hope I got that URL right. I did order a shirt last night, but it's a new site. You can't remember it all the time. Support Cindy. Support the good brother, Chris Willis. Support this wrestling community, as Noah would say. Support all the guys over on NoDQ.com as well. Aaron Rift, Virtue, TJS, Kayfabe Candy Ass, all the rest of the ladies at NoDQ. They do awesome work. So support them. That's NoDQ.com. You can just find everything right there. Chris, I thank you. Oh, one more thing. Armbar on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Best group I've ever been in. You can find there. It's all capitals. ARMBAR exclamation
point.
Don't forget the exclamation point. That is Jerry's group that he started. A bunch of memes, discussions, videos, retro. You name it, we do it in there. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Come find us. I can let you in. I got the password. It's fine. Come join us there. It's great. Keep supporting my channel if you can. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Colin26Andrew. I'm going to try to get more content coming up on my channel here soon. I've been dealing with some medical issues, so once I get more answers next week or two, I'll be able to do some more stuff. So in the meantime, keep supporting pro wrestling all together. Support all your local podcast people that love to do what we do. And in the name of wrestling, I'm the Cleaver Colin Andrew. It's the holiday, Chris Mace. We thank you for joining us for the chopping block, and everybody, you take care till next time.
All right, have a good one, y'all.